because it almost feels like every time I go in public and there's a baby, this baby is going to stare at me, which honestly, I don't know how to feel. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my paranormal channel. Today we are discussing the signs that experts say might mean you are psychic. Number 1, people trust you. Have you ever had an instance where somebody comes up to you and gives you their entire life story or tells you a deeply personal fact about themselves? And in this conversation, they might mention that they just feel like they can trust you. This might be a sign that you are psychic. Number 2, friends and family ask you for advice. Similar to the previous tip, if friends and family are constantly coming to you for advice, it might mean that you have good judgment. This might be based on the excellent advice you always give, or maybe you always say the thing they needed to hear, almost as if the advice was given to you by some supernatural force. Animals and children are excellent at picking up energies that adults have a hard time picking up because we are so used to focusing on our conscious mind. Are you ever in public when an animal comes up to you and their human says, "Hey, he never does this"? That might be a sign that the animal is picking up on your positive energies, and they might just instinctively know that you are someone they can trust. Number 4 is your pets know when you are coming home. This sign is especially important if you're coming home at odd hours. If family members in your home are claiming that your animal always acts the same way before you come home, especially if the time you're coming home is unpredictable, then this might mean that they're picking up on your vibrations. Number 5, babies won't stop staring at you or smiling at you. Now this one I get a lot, and I'm not claiming to be psychic because these are all tips that are said by experts in the paranormal community, but I get this one a lot, and it's become a sort of inside joke with my friends and family, because it almost feels like every time I go in public and there's a baby, this baby is going to stare at me, and in often cases starts laughing at me, which honestly, I don't know how to feel. But babies are not taught to not listen to their subconscious mind. So when they stare at you, they're just trying to process why they have these good feelings from you. So if the baby is smiling or staring at you intently, it could mean that they are just trying to process why they feel this way. Another sign that you could be psychic is if you know what is wrong with a family or family member before they even tell you. Now, it's not necessarily that you know that something is wrong, but knowing what is bothering them could be an indication that you are psychic. This could mean that you are in tune with the universe and are receiving messages subconsciously. Another sign that you could be psychic is having family members who have had psychic experiences or claim to be psychic themselves. According to experts, psychic abilities tend to be passed down through generations. If you have someone in your family who claims to have psychic experiences, then this might be an indication that they have passed down the psychic abilities to you. Have you ever thought of someone and then a few moments later they call or text you? This could be a sign that you are psychic, since you are picking up on their thoughts that they were thinking of you. Another sign that you could be psychic is that you have dreams that come true. Now, this is one of the more common signs that people have. Many lottery winners claim that they had a dream about winning the lottery before they actually won. But if you've ever had a dream, for example, about a place you've never been before, and suddenly a few days later you end up in that place, this could be a sign that you are psychic. Now this one is a tricky one to follow, but have you ever trusted your gut and it worked out? If this keeps happening to you, this might be a sign that you are psychic. Friends and family joke that you're psychic. Even if somebody doesn't fully believe in the supernatural, if they are joking that you are psychic or have psychic abilities, then this might be an indication that they are subconsciously picking up on your abilities, or that they just recognize that something is up, feeling watched. Now, this one is an interesting one, because if you feel like you're being watched all the time and it's a positive feeling, this could be your angels or spirit guides trying to communicate with you, trying to communicate that they're always there for you and that they can help you. However, if you have this feeling of being watched and it's connected to a certain place like your home, then this might be an indication that your house is haunted. And I do have a video on that on this channel. The general rule of thumb is that if this is a positive feeling, then this is a good thing, that this is spirits that are meant to help you. But if you have a negative feeling, you might want to do some more research. Now, the next tip is something that I also experience all the time, and like I previously stated, I am not claiming to be psychic, but I am always able to accurately predict the gender of an unborn baby. If you're able to have this ability, then this might mean you are psychic. Another sign that you could be psychic is seeing repeating numbers. These are sometimes called angel numbers, and these numbers can be 1111, 555, 333, 888, and each of them have different meaning. So if you keep seeing a certain repeating number, I highly recommend doing some research into what that repeating number means and what the universe could be trying to communicate with you. Number 16 is you notice changes when people enter the room. If you notice the energy shifts when someone new enters the room, either positively or negatively, it could mean that you are psychic. Number 17, having flashbacks of the past. Let's say you walk into a room and you instantly get a flashback of something that happened in that room in the past. This could be you picking up on the residual energy that's in the room, or this could be a spirit trying to communicate with you, warning you about the dangers of what happens in the room. And they could be trying to protect you from the harm that happened to them in the room. Number 18, strangers look familiar. If you meet someone and they instantly look familiar, but you know for sure that you've never met this person before, you could be picking up on them being in one of your past lives. And so therefore your subconscious mind recognizes them when your conscious mind does not. One of the most obvious signs that you could be psychic is sensing spirits. If you see things at the corner of your eye, or if you've seen spirits like a ghost, this could mean that the spirit is trying to communicate with you, or this could mean that the spirit is just minding their own business, doing their own thing, and they're not trying to communicate with you. They're just trying to live their undead life. So it's important when you're sharing a space with the spirit to communicate with that spirit and set some boundaries and ground rules for how you both want to be treated in the space. Make sure to subscribe for more paranormal videos, and I'll see you all next time.